Hello, 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 everyone, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are chiming in from, no matter where you are around the world. Welcome to our Millionaires Roundtable. We're going to be talking tonight about being in business for yourself. We're going to be talking tonight about the fact that it is time for something new. You know, we have so many people out there right now that are feeling the crunch of our current pandemic, and I remember in 2008 personally when, as a matter of fact, I had my business partner and we owned and operated a multi-million-dollar automobile dealership, and we were doing so great. We had this beautiful business plan, family. Like, you know, we, as Grandma used to say, we had our ducks in a row, but we did not account for everything. Like, we did not account for the recession. And I remember our bank had loaned us $2.5 million in order to be able to purchase inventory, and had promised us another $1.5 million once we expanded and moved into our new location, which we did. Between the city and the loans that we borrowed and all of our properties that we sold to get the money to expand our location, we spent like $775,000. Well, family, we finished that project June of 2008. And I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember, but that was when the country was going into a recession. And it was June 28th of 2008. Now, the bank was supposed to come in because we were supposed to, at that time, sign off on another $1.5 million. The bank was in trouble. They were filing bankruptcy, and consequently, with them filing bankruptcy, stuff rolls downhill, right? So, them filing bankruptcy, we had to pay back the $2.5 million we'd loaned them because we were considered an asset, and I think we had like 60 days. It was just bananas. So we ended up liquidating our inventory, selling off everything, and paying that to them, and that never really rebounding because very few lenders were loaning during the recession. So 33 months after that date, February 14th, Valentine's Day of 2011, I remember calling my business partner, and we had just liquidated, and we were down to almost zero. And so we decided to close the doors to what was an 19-year project for him and an 11-year project for myself. And so I remember feeling like a lot of people feel today, like, what next? You know, like feeling like everything that I had fought for and everything that I had earned, I was about to lose because of the fact that this had happened. But it's not a sad story because once I finally kind of opened my eyes to the fact that there were other things that I could do out there, that I was not limited to what I knew, limited to what I went to school for, limited to any of my previous jobs, but as if I really, really worked at it, I would be able to find something else. It was then that I opened my eyes to what I'm about to share with you today. And what I'm so excited about is that what I'm about to share with you is something that can allow a person who was doing great like myself with a strong six-figure income and you can build on what you have, or if you're one of the persons who feel like I felt at the end of that run where like, oh my God, what do I do next? This is the something that can help you to literally pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And as grandmother said, get all of your eggs out of one basket. So I want to ask you a quick question. And in the meantime, what I want to do is I just want to make sure that my slides are actually moving. Let me just make sure that they're moving. So I want to ask you a question. Do you believe that the world as we know it has changed? And of course, I think the answer to that is undecidedly. It is yes, right? The world has changed. But for a lot of us, we did not come into this, right? We did not come into this being ready for this bold new world. And so the question then is, you know, are you ready for what this bold new world has to offer? And then if not, or even if you are you open to exploring a whole different option? Because there are people out there, and you know them and I know them, so I'll just ask you, do you know anybody who is currently unemployed? Employed, but they're not certain about their future. You know, I was reading about, I believe it was Nordstrom's and like Neiman Marcus, some companies like that are actually closing their doors. So they have people that are working but don't know what's next. Or you were given a VPN number, a computer, and you were sent to work from home. There are people out there like that, and a lot of my friends are actually liking it, believe it or not. Or people who are employed, right, but they're making less than ever before. I believe it was GM that announced that, hey, you know, you can, for some of their employees, you can take a 20% pay cut or take a hike. It's up to you. And then we have the people who are totally unemployed. Most of you may know that the statistics are that 42 million people have actually filed for unemployment, which is a staggering number, right? And then we also know people who, who are need to replace their income. So if there was a way for you to do that, if there was a way for you to replace your income to earn additional income, maybe even enjoy a better lifestyle than the one that you have, or if there was a way for you to work from home, again, a lot of my friends like the idea of working from home, or if there was a way for you to do all of that and start a business at the same time, is that something you would be interested in? It's interesting because what some people don't know is that the tax benefits that are available to home-based business owners, right? And I'm gonna cover a little bit of that for you guys in just a little bit, but the tax benefits are available to people who work from home. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. And what most people don't know is that the IRS backs it. So we're going to talk today about starting a business, right? You want to start a home-based business, and then right now is the best time ever. Why? Because you're not the only one. Family, it is in the middle of crisis, as the Chinese would say, that there is opportunity. And right now there's an opportunity for that person who will go out there and bless the next person. There is an opportunity for you literally to be able to create a strong income for yourself by aligning yourself with a proven company, a great product. And here's the thing, you can literally make thousands of dollars right now, right from home, which is where I am right now. So here is what we're talking about. Warren Buffett it's interesting because my grandmother used to say, God bless the child that has his own. You guys have heard that, right? That's an old school saying. Well, Warren Buffett says something very similar. He says to increase your wealth, you must start a business. God bless the child that has his own business. But Warren Buffett, it kind of gives us a little bit of a litmus test. It kind of like a piece of advice, if you will. He said things that you like to do should become a hobby of yours, but the things that the world does should become a business of yours. Well, family, in order for this world to even come back to what it used to be, travel has to rebound. And what we're excited about is the fact that travel is starting to really jump right now because people are ready. But travel is not, just fun. It is necessary. As a matter of fact, according to publications like the American Medical Association, the Wisconsin Medical Journal, the University of Pittsburgh, OARS, and Business Insider, one of the things that I am just blown away by is the fact that one 8-day vacation every single year can reduce heart disease by a third. For me, then it's a no-brainer. But the idea that you can reduce blood pressure and lower stress and boost your immune system all from vacations is why we're so adamant in understanding the power of what we're talking about. Now, we already know that the canceled vacations are being rebooked as we speak. All of those online, private, nobody's around weddings, people are wanting to do that because, this is what we do, and being together is what we do, and travel is therapeutic. So resorts and cruises are offering amazing, amazing discounts, and billions and billions of dollars are going to be made. The question is, will you make some of it? So you got to get yourself positioned now, and we're going to give you a couple of opportunities to actually earn directly in the travel space, and one is going to be with a link. Now, we call it the Vortex. You're literally going to create whatever business name that you want because, you're going to be in business for yourself. But people can literally shop on your website for all of the travel that they would shop for anybody, from Expedia or Priceline or Travelocity. The only difference is that they're going to save money, and when they do, 60% of whatever they save, we're going to cut to you in the form of a check. Now, here's an example. A family books and goes to Disney online, the lowest internet price, because we're not aggressive in saying, hey, we're going to compare our price to the highest price out there. We're going to go with the lowest. If the lowest price was $16.41, but your friend was able to save $474, we're going to cut you a check for $284. They went to New York, 4 days, 3 nights, and they stayed right down in Manhattan, and they actually saved themselves, $374. We're going to cut you a check for $224. Y'all get how that works? So when they log into your platform, they'll see the price that we're comparing it to. And again, the lowest price out there, they see their savings, you get your check. That's just how powerful it is. Now, you get to tap into industry leaders because you get to get paid to assist people who are going to travel anyway. Listen, whether it's extended family or neighbors, alumni groups, nonprofit organizations, social media contacts, people are going to travel. And if you scroll your page right now in your social media platform, you will see whether they're doing a quick getaway in a car or whether they're, flying, to across the country. It doesn't matter. People are beginning to travel. So we combine multiple businesses inside of one. Because whether you decide to be a cruise specialist, right, or you decide that you want to, be a all-inclusive resort specialist or specialize in destination weddings or faith-based travel or booking engines, it does not matter. You have the ability to participate in the travel space, hands-on and hands-off, and that is a powerful place to be. See, our cruise planners, we've had people that actually literally volunteered, and in this case, this young lady earned over $15,000. Another fraternity, right, wanted a cruise, and this young man facilitated it and earned $8,600. Let's check out our destination planners now. A lot of churches love the Holy Land, yes? And so they plan those trips. This person right here was able to get the pastor and their wife for free, and they actually traveled to the Holy Land for free and earned $21,000, right? But here's the thing. If you don't want to go, you can just organize everything. You don't have to go, but you still get a check. And another example with a trip to Africa, this person was able to earn $12,000. And see, all of these vendors, they actually train you, and they'll actually come in and speak on your behalf or via webinar like we're doing now for any of those different companies. We have, corporate event planners. And sometimes if a corporation finds that you are a great event planner, they will choose to use you going forward. So now you're creating an ongoing income platform where you're making money, not just from one venue, but because we teach you to provide great service, you actually, you will get future bookings as well. And when we start talking about destination weddings and we start talking about, vacations, whether it's summer break, spring break, what do they call it? Anyway, how the kids go and have fun. All of that, family. Graduation trips, this person right here volunteered and made over $7,000. That comes in handy, but do you know what you also have is a book of referrals and friends for life, because people tend to come back. We actually did a study, and it showed that a lot of people prefer to have somebody else walk through all the different steps for them. And see, we teach you to be that person. More ways that you can save inside of our platform happens to be with our discounts. See, we work with all the big retailers. And anytime that your friends and family travel through your link, you're going to earn something called reward credits whenever you travel. Not only do you get wholesale pricing, but you get to go on reward trips as well. Those vacations go into your vacation vault as well, which will give you reward vacations or free shopping. I love gift cards from great places. I don't know about you, but I really do. It's just something fun. And when you travel, you save up to 70% on your hotels and resorts and 30% off of cruises. So we give you a little bit of everything. For example, Las Vegas, right, would cost at the lowest price online, $1,300 for a two-bedroom for adults. Your price is less than $500. As a matter of fact, you save $927, and that's your money to do what you want to do with, because you didn't give it to Expedia, right? My favorite destination, Bora Bora. Oh my gosh, where they even roll your food out to you, where you have no windows because it's so very, very private and romantic and serene. Oh my goodness. Well, before taxes is $6,700 online. Before taxes, ours, including taxes and fees, is $3,400. You get to keep $3,200 in your pocket. And if you get with one of our champions who knows how to save a buck, she will show you how to even build in your flight and still have shopping money with that $3,200 that you saved. Not to mention an Alaskan cruise, guys. Listen, we're talking about you're being able to go on an Alaskan cruise, keep $1,100 right there in your bank account, right? And be able to bring back some very, very nice souvenirs. As a matter of fact, we've got some champions that are actually going to take this Alaskan cruise for free. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. But anyway, there are more ways that you can save. So all of the places that you're used to shopping at right now, you're able to shop at those places inside of your membership. I'll even show you how for $11 you can buy a $100 gift certificate that you can use at multiple restaurants in your area. Just or wherever you are, just type in the zip code, and it'll show you a list of those restaurants. And family, we went to Chloe's down in Florida a couple of years ago, and my gosh, the seafood was amazing. Well, my tab was 102 for me and myself and the people that were on our tab. Listen, with our discount coupon, we paid $50. I'm telling you, but get with the person who invited you, and they'll share with you more. So with that vacation ball, when those reward credits go in on your personal travel and your customers' travel and your shopping, what that lends to is your ability to make purchases like Charlize did of a flight to Brazil, or writing your back office, you can go shopping for your holiday shopping or your birthday shopping or whatever the case may be. Anytime anybody uses uses your platform, whether it's you or someone else, you're earning those reward credits, which can lend to free vacations like Charlize had. So we know that you can't have to put your money where your mouth is. And if we're going to say that everybody should have a vacation 8 days and 7 nights, what we've decided to do for you becoming a CEO with us is that we're going to make sure that you never miss another vacation. No matter whether you travel domestically or internationally, what's so amazing is you don't have to sell a thing. You just have to be in business for 12 months, right? And every 12 consecutive months that you're in business, we're going to give you a reward vacation. If you're not traveling that year, just activate your voucher, and you have 12 months to use it. But either way, we're going to prove how amazing travel and vacation actually is. And there are 3,000 resorts worldwide. So some of them, again, a lot of people are driving, right? Some of them you'll drive to, and they have like little kitchenettes, and you get to, oh my gosh, when we were in Florida recently, I was with Valerie and Helen. I remember they went and they purchased all these beautiful fruits and vegetables and made these beautiful salads because we had a kitchenette, these beautiful salads, and we had these amazing dinners. I mean, and just sat around the table and broke bread and talked and hugged and reminisced and laughed. Oh, it was just absolutely amazing. So we know you're going to enjoy it, right? We know you are. See, our travel owner package, we call it our top package, not only has, our host agency where you can become a travel agent, which includes multiple income opportunities, but that link I was telling you about that you'll be able to share where people can book their own travel and you get those reward credits, not to mention that annual vacation reward trip and savings on shopping and travel. Listen, I'm going to tell you what. A $100 dress that cost me $40 was a lot better than a $100 dress that cost me $100. I'm just saying, and that's what happens in our membership. So as you shop, as you travel, as your friends and family travel, you earn reward credits that will actually get you those free vacations like Charlize had, and it's just a one-time cost of $4.99 and then $99.95 per month, and typically tax deductible. Let me tell you what I mean. Now, of course, you've got to consult with your tax professional, but one of the books that I recommend that each of you actually acquire is How Much You Keep That Counts, right? Not how much you make. How much you keep that counts, not how much you make. And this book is by Dr. Ronald Mueller. And what this gentleman talks about is the 4 easy steps to qualifying a smaller home-based business for thousands of dollars in tax savings year after year. So I went to his website, and I pulled down. I just kind of screenshot this on my phone, and then I had it printed, but I'm just going to read you a couple of bullet points. And it says, tax relief for the small business owner. Now, understand something about tax laws before I read this. Grandma used to have this saying, if you can't beat them, join them, right? So 80 years ago, we know 80% of the population actually owned their own business, right? That was 80 years ago. That's when the tax laws were crafted, okay, 80 years ago. Now, through the Industrial Revolution and Technological Revolution, all the different revolutions, 80% of us now don't work for ourselves. We work for someone else. But the tax laws were created back when we worked for ourselves. The tax laws didn't graduate, right, to benefit the W-2 worker like they still benefit the business owner. Ergo, Grandma's saying if you can't beat them, then what? Join them. Be in business for yourself. Now, listen to what this gentleman says about Congress. That they are serious about supporting the growth of new home-based businesses because it helps produce a strong national economy. That our government will pay any taxpayer $4,000 to $6,000 or more to A, actively build their business 3 to 4 hours per week. Well, this is going to be like 45, 50 minutes right here. B, attempt to make a profit. Okay? See, like that reward trip I was telling you about, not everybody runs in and starts making a profit right away. Now, can you? Absolutely. But some people kind of, they may be the tortoise and then there's the hare, right? But the government says attempt to make a profit, right? They just need to see that you tried. And then keep records and expenses, and we actually provide you with an app for that. It says that meet these 3 requirements and your take-home pay, just your pay from your W-2. So this is how those tax laws, because there are 2 tax codes, family, one for those who work for others and one for those who work for themselves. So now the tax laws of those who work, of you working for yourself, can benefit you when you work for your employer, because you can increase your take-home pay by $300 to $500 a month right now. These are just legitimate, legal, and ethical tax loopholes, and these incentives were passed by Congress and published in the tax code. So, being in business for yourself has its privileges. So now, not only when you pay, do you write off the $4.99, you write off the $99 per month. You still get that annual vacation every single month. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. And our co-founder, Scott Thomas, says it this way: every year that you're not in business, minimally you're missing $2,700 on your tax return. Whether you pay $2,700 less, can break even, or you get $2,700 more. But you have to be in business for yourself. Ergo, what Grandma said one more time: if you can't beat them, then join them. So you want to get positioned right now. And the beautiful thing about it is even with limited travel bookings, we have another way that you can actually earn income. See, because multiple streams of income is this: I've got the Vortex, I've got the travel agency, and then what Coach JP is about to show me. So multiple streams of income says that if one is slow, the other one is churning. Well, right now, family, even with limited travel bookings, because you have the ability to share this with other people. Now, remember at the beginning, I said that crisis, according to Chinese, means opportunity. Right now, there's so many people in crisis, especially financially, that for those who are willing to go out and share with others, not even worrying about how to explain it, because we're going to do that for you. But for those of you that are willing, you can literally, actually begin to earn some significant income right now. So we're going to talk to you about building a network, okay? In addition to your travel business, you're able to build a network. Now, the person that actually is going to be your trainer is actually vested in your success. So whether it's through technology or individual one-on-one support, you're going to have the highest immediate income potential that's actually in the industry, and very generous residuals that are actually paid out to you monthly. Then the business building and expense tracking apps that we're going to provide with you allow you to make sure that you meet those requirements, okay? Meet those requirements that we talk about by being in business. So, of course, you're going to want to make sure that you open a separate personal checking account with a bank card that you use for your business. And, of course, we want you to track and take pictures of receipts and upload them into your app. All of those things we're going to teach you because you are starting your own home-based business. Well, you're going to get virtual training from our founders, and it's just $20 a month, which is, again, tax deductible, right? Now, they don't tell you, but family, you get to write off when you work from home a portion of your, based on square footage, a portion of your light bill and your mortgage or rent payment and your cell phone bill and your cable bill. And see, if you can't beat them, join them, because it's not what you know, but who you know. And the who you know invited you to this webinar, guys. I mean, really. So here's the thing. You're going to earn while you learn. So we're gonna share this with other people. So I'm going to say, hey, why don't you make a list of 50 to 100 names? And let's just say we call, 30 of those people. And let's just say 10 of them blow us off. And let's just say 20 say, yeah, I'll get on your webinar. But on webinar day, 10 of them blow us off again. So now we're down to 10 people that are actually on the webinar. Well, while we're on the webinar, maybe 4 or 5 of them hop off the webinar. That's just life. But out of those that stayed, let's just say 3 of them get started. Well, because when 3 get started, you've completed your actual training, and because we pay you $174 per person, right? Here's because we pay you $142 per person, and then we actually start to pay you $10 per person, with your immediate income. Watch this. With your training completed with those first 3, your total compensation is $518. Not to mention that we're going to be paying you on a monthly basis, right? We're going to be paying you on a monthly basis, the residual income. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. That residual income is for helping those people be in business for themselves. That's not a bad life, right? Now, watch this. Here's how it works. First, you're promoted to team builder with those 3 top sales, okay? You are now the trainer. And so for every sale that's made on your team, what's going to happen is you're going to still get that $142.84 deferred, even though you didn't personally refer the person, plus another $20, right? That's going to be actually going into your pocket because they're in your team builder group. Now, once that deferred compensation reaches 1,000, which is 7 sales, once it reaches 1,000, family, what's going to happen is you're literally going to get a check for $1,000. Now, I want to share with you just how fast you can earn that income. And here's what I want to dispel, because sometimes one of the first things that people say is, I don't know a lot of people, right? Well, I want to talk to you about the power of 3 people. Remember, we talked about you called 30, 10 blew you off, 20 said, yeah, get on your video, your webinar, 10 more blew you off, and then you ultimately had 10 people on, and 3 people got signed up. So we're just going to use that math, right? I want to talk to you, though, about one of those 3 in your team builder group. Let's talk about one of those 3 inside of your team builder group. So you begin with that SBA. Now, you're going to help them complete their training. Do you remember how you help them? You help them to get those 3 sales. Now, when they get those 3 sales, their training is complete. Now, you help those 3 that you help the 1 to get, and now you help them make 3 sales. That's 9. Help the 9 make 3 sales. That's 27 new business owners, right, in your organization. Now, we're just talking about the 1 person. Not talking about more than 1, okay? But watch this. All you're doing is helping each of them complete their training. How do they complete their training? It's the power of just getting 3 people. Well, here is what you can accomplish. You help the 1 to get the 3. The 3 plus the 9, right, plus the 27 plus the 81 is 120 sales. Well, you're going to earn $2,400. That's just on the $20, assuming you didn't personally recruit anybody in that 1 that you're helping, okay? You're going to also earn $142, you're going to earn that $142 17 times, okay? I'm sorry, not 17 times. You're going to earn that, and it's going to turn into a $1,000 bonus check 17 times. So that's $17,000. And when that organization, we're still talking about 1, right, gets to 100 persons, we're going to cut you a check for $10,000. So it's really a little bit more, but let's just look at it. $29,400 is what you just earned for helping 1 person. What happens if you help 2 or 3 or 5, right? This is just helping 1. But watch this, family. If that took you 12 months, how many of us can use an extra $30,000 between now and next year this time, right? Then when you start to look at the fact, family, that there are some who, like I said, some people come out the gate running, and some people may take a little longer. It does not matter. They pay the same no matter what. But if you want to take the 100-day challenge, and if you want to, just let us know, because we'll help you to bring on board those 100 sales that we just talked about in 100 days. I was blessed to be able to do it. Letitia Nicole Beatty was blessed to be able to do it. Michelle and Ophir Richardson were blessed to be able to do it. Nelsie Consuelo Rojas Cruz was able to do it. Leslie Johnson, Maurice Hendricks. Family, if you do that, not only do you earn the $29,000 we were talking about, which includes the $10,000, right? We'll pay you an additional $25,000 in bonuses, $5,000 a month for 5 months. Family, that's over $50,000 that you can put together in 100 days. You can't tell me we can't bless one of the 42, 2 of the 42, 100 of the 42 million Americans that have just filed for unemployment. But you have to be willing to reach into your cell phone and help some other people. Does that make sense, guys? The beautiful thing about our platform is this. You just for your first 3 sales, just in your, getting your first 3 sales, you literally are actually going to earn $30 in initial income, $142 3 times, right? And then you earn $10 per person. Now, when you have those overrides, right, once you're a team builder, you actually earn a little bit more in initial income, okay? And so the beautiful thing about it is as you start to earn those bonuses, as you move into like regional builder and as you move into national builder, and then as you move into director, what you actually earn per sale is greater. In other words, the more people you're willing to help, the more money we're going to pay you for being willing to help the people that are joining in your organization. And we're talking about even on travel. When people are booking travel on your team, you're going to be earning income there as well. As a matter of fact, when you actually get to the National Builder platform, you'll be going to earn 6%. And when you become a director, an additional 4%. So that's 10%. So remember, when that person, maybe they say $10,000 and you earned, that the person on your team earned $600, you would still earn 10% of that as a director. And that's just because you're blessing the other people. See, when you're willing to go out there and open the door for other people, open the doors, and you're willing to move on through and maybe even create a career like, becoming a director, you're able to actually, at level one, earn anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 every single month, not based on anything happening in your team, based on the fact that you accomplished this. At level two, we purchase you a vehicle, Dodge Charger, Dodge Challenger. You're literally able to earn anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000, right? Anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000, okay, is what you're actually able to earn inside of this platform, and drive a car that the taxes and title and licensing fees is actually paid for. Level three, you're earning anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000 on a monthly basis, family, and that's literally $7,000, coming in every single month is literally like having $700,000 in a 10% interest-bearing account and living on the interest. I mean, or somewhere in that math, you know what I mean? That's kind of powerful that you're able to create that type of income for yourself. Level four, $6,000 to $12,000. Now, at level two, we will ask you to give back the three. We'll ask you to give back the Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger, and we're going to replace it with a Mercedes CLA 45, AMG, a Jaguar XF, or a BMW 425i hardtop convertible. We're going to ask for the call back because that car, the new car, right, Mercedes, BMW, or Jaguar, we're actually going to turn the title over to that one for you. That is your first personal car that we're actually going to award you. But then at level five, and let me just stop real quickly, because sometimes, especially as we start to get up in the numbers, people think, like I kind of thought after I lost everything, it's kind of like my mind went to like this box, like I was living in this box, right? And where before I lost everything during the recession, I could see all these accomplishments. But as life beat me up, I could see this. And sometimes I get afraid that people, not everybody, but some people may feel like I felt when I first saw this, like, wow, that looks great, but that might be impossible. Let's just have real talk. Number one, it takes work. This is network marketing and not net sit around and think about it marketing, and net I'll do it every now and then marketing. It does take work. But real talk, if we go back here and we look at level one, that could take you 6 to 12 months to accomplish that. Level two could take you 12 to 18 months, maybe 24. Level three could take you 18 months to 30, maybe 36 months. And level four could take you, 24 to 36 months, maybe 40, right? 42 months. And level, when you start to look at level five, where we're going to, award you a Bentley or, a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, it just may take you 6-7 years, right? And when we're going to pay you $1 million cash bonus, of which we've done 6 times, it may take you 7, 8, 9 years. Who cares? I mean, guys, the recession was just 12 years ago. Now we're in the middle of another crisis. And if you weren't prepared coming into this crisis by doing something different, by adding an additional stream of income, it could hurt you. So what we want to do is we want to empower you to be able to create this kind of income for yourself. And listen, do like me. I couldn't believe all of this, right? I could believe like $2,000 a month. Then I could believe $5,000 a month. Then I was able to believe the $50,000 challenge. Does that make sense, family? And then I was able to believe this ring right here signifies you've earned $100,000. You're a $100,000 earner in 12 months, right? But you just got to start with where you can believe. But the fact that you can create $150,000, right, monthly, right, guaranteed for 10 years, that's legacy, legendary income. Does that make sense? So here's the thing. It's not, Grandma used to say it's not what you know, but who you know, right? So the who you know invited you to be part of founders who have been able to come through 9/11, been able to come through the Great Recession, and is navigating through this pandemic, having paid out thousands and thousands of those $1,000 bonuses, 600 of those $10,000 bonuses, and like I said, 6 of those $1 million bonuses, plus produce millionaires over and over and over again. So sometimes it's about locking arms with the right person, but timing is everything, because they're doing the same thing they did coming through, the Great Recession and 9/11 and the bubble bursting and all those things again. We have 26 income streams. You can participate with all of them, some of them, one of them. It really just depends on you and what you decide you want to do. But with all of the opportunity that you see before you, you have so much that you can do and so much income that you can create right inside of one platform. We bring it to you at one place. So all we want to do is to bring some certainty into what is an uncertain state. There are people like us that are doing okay and we're doing good and we're all right, but we're smart enough to realize that my all right is Warren Buffett's change purse. That in order to make sure that my mom is taken care of and both my moms, my stepmom and my biological, and my nieces and nephews are taken care of, I've got to do things different than I did before, right? I've got to create something else. And even if you're all right, be like myself, be like Patrice, where you're willing to go out there and help somebody else. Because it's not just about you. We want to be able to help you develop additional income streams, not just one. Grandma said don't have all your eggs in one basket. And if you're one of those people, unfortunately, that lost your income, let us help you replace it. And let us help you determine how much you're going to get paid. So what is the next step? You want to get back with the person that invited you to this particular webinar and let them know if A, you're not going to pay retail for travel ever again in life, and you also want some free travel, or if B, you want to create income in those multiple streams that we talked about, or C, you want to do both. Because family, there's so much to gain and very little to lose. So listen, what's your next step? Well, right now you want to get back with the person that invited you to this particular webinar and let them know, hey, she talked fast, and I don't know everything that she said, but a few things made sense, and I want to go ahead and get started. They're going to get you started, introduce you to some of our top trainers, get you on a training orientation. And guess what? We have those every Wednesday and every Saturday. And we have our co-founder doing presentations every Tuesday and every Saturday. So we've got your back. So listen, as Grandma would say, she would tell you this, timing is everything, right? There's no time like the present, as Grandma used to say. Time waits for no one, and we should not put off till tomorrow what we need to get done today. If you're on this webinar, it is for a reason. And I know sometimes people say, oh, my God, how do I, I'm afraid to let go of my $500 to get started. But family, if you let go of $500 and create $50,000, are you mad? Now, will you have to work? Absolutely. You're going to go to work. But this is the kind of work where when you're blessing others, you're also blessing yourself. But it's also the kind of work where you're creating an income that's going to be legendary in your lifetime and a legacy in the future. So don't let anything stop you, right? We've got a lot of people out there thinking about possibly maybe one day looking at going ahead and doing something, and that's called procrastination. And we are closing out the year already. We're on the other side of the year already. So we don't want to keep waiting. Get back with the person that invited you to this particular webinar. And listen, I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. I look forward to seeing you at the bank. At the end of the day, I look forward to us being able to bless you to bless somebody else, because each one, reach one, teach one. We pull the next guy forward with us. God bless you, family. Have an incredible rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. This particular webinar is officially over, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.